Welcome to a very chilly Donington Park for this British leg of the European Championships. It turned out to be our best day in the 4-year history of the competition. This, of course, the proving ground for the Grand Prix stars of the future, because the winners of most of today's championships go through automatically to next year's Grand Prix. In a moment or two, the highlights of the 250cc class, but we begin with the big event of the day, the 500, described now by our commentators Chris Carter and Keith Ewan.
The 500cc European Championship race, 35 laps, and this promises to be an absolutely splendid race. This is the opportunity, one of the series of races this year, when these men can stake a claim to go out next year on the Grand Prix trail and battle away against the Freddie Spencers, the Eddie Lawsons and the Randy Mamolas and the Ron Haslams and the Keith Ewans of this world. But this is in fact the breeding ground, we hope, for the Barry Sheens. Keith Ewan, you're a Grand Prix rider. Who do you pick as the men to watch in this?
Well, I've gone for an old established guy, Steve Parrish. He's on the back row of the grid, number 6. There he is. Parrish has been riding in Grand Prix regularly. He's very, very good. He's had a poor practice, so he's right on the back of the grid, but it's my bet in 35 laps he'll make his way through to the front. In second position, I go for another British guy, Mark Sell, and third, I go for Gary Lingham, number 14.
Well, I think that the man who was fastest in practice there with the red and yellow helmet, the Finn Eero Häivärinne, who's going so well on the European Championship trail, fastest in practice here. I think he can win. Next to him is young Roger Burnett, though, a former mechanic for Roger Marshall. Next to him, Armando Arica of Italy, Mark Sal and Simon Buckmaster completes the front row of the grid. Bike number 12 there. They're looking at the traffic lights. They're going to change from red to green. Then we've got 35 laps ahead of us, rocking the bikes. Remember, Steve Parrish is right at the back of the field. He's had some problems in practice. And Trevor Nation made a rocket start. Trevor Nation made a flyer. Trevor Nation, number 19, is on the right-hand side of your picture, but he's not first into the first corner. That's Roger Burnett, who's first, number 2. Roger Burnett, the white leathers. Roger Burnett on the Suzuki. And another British boy leads a European Championship race here at Donington Park. And Roger Burnett would dearly love to go Grand Prix racing next year. And 15 points here is the best possible thing you can do to achieve that ambition.
Häivärinen's really nicely placed in third place as well to pace himself on these early laps to warm the tyres up just that little bit more after the one-lap warm-up. So it will be interesting to see Häivärinен coming through, and Sal's right behind him. And
the second spot at the moment, the Italian Armando Arica, first time here at Donington Park. Third fastest in practice, so he's obviously found a quick way round, and Arica goes through into the lead, relegating Roger Burnett to second place. The end of the first lap, and the Italian leads from Roger Burnett. Then the Finn Eero Häivärinne in fourth place, Mark Sal. And Burnett under pressure from the Finn.